remembering, that reminder from the teachings that nothing stands alone, yeah? That our experience is not separate from how we are in the world, and our experience is not separate from what happens in the world. Yeah? It's not separate. Nothing stands alone. Nothing exists independent, yeah, from other things. No thing. Yeah? And this can be a really useful map for us, to view and understand how experience is constructed, how it builds, yeah, how it's shaped, how it comes together. And experience includes our inner life, yeah, our own, emotions, thoughts, mind states, experiences. Yeah. But it also includes the larger processes. Yeah. It's the same thing. Yeah. Larger processes that shape the natural world, shape societies, yeah, shape the world that we live in. All impacted, all interconnected. Yeah? None of us independent, yeah, but dependently arising, yeah, in relationship with each other. So, it can sound really quite lofty and profound, so I like to give examples, right? And there's really obvious ones of this. Have you noticed how the weather impacts you? You ever noticed that? Yeah. Too hot, kind of just like plants, it's too hot, we wilt. Yeah. If it's, raining, then, we might love it and we feel really invigorated. We might kind of, hate it and feel really kind of limited. Yeah. When the weather's heavy, yeah, we feel that, right? So it's just something really simple and not in our control. And yet we're so impacted. Yeah. So that's kind of, we can see our experience arises dependent on conditions. And the interesting things for us can be to notice that, to see, how does that impact? And then how I relate to it impact my experience? Yeah. So we can say, oh yeah, the weather impacts me. I don't like this kind of weather, or it makes me feel like this. Done. No, it's not done. There's so much we can do, yeah, by that sense of recognizing, of knowing. Yeah. So, the weather will impact us, whether, someone smiled at us on the way here or not. Yeah, impacts us. I was really aware of that walking here this morning, so many people smiled at me. And I thought, is this London? I was like, yeah, how wonderful. How wonderful. See that image, in the mind. So we can see, so many causes impact our experience. And among these causes and condition, the way of looking, the way of relating of our own mind, is so crucial, so interesting for us, and opens so many possibilities. And we can reflect, in our own experience and say, what does life look like? What does experience look like in moments of generosity? When I'm feeling generous, when I'm feeling compassionate, when I'm feeling patient, when I'm feeling appreciative. What's life like then? And then, what does it look like at times when I'm feeling aversive, impatient, close-hearted? So we can start to see the impact. And again, just like the weather, important to remember, understand, these are not done deals. It's a conditioned state in itself. Aversion is a conditioned state. It also, like everything else, is dependent on things. And so we can play with that as well. So learning this about ourselves is so important. We're impacted. I'm dependently arising. Can you feel the lightness in that? When I say it, I just feel the joy. I'm dependently arising. I'm not this fixed thing. Yeah? Dependently arising. And then I can be interested. Yeah? What are the conditions that are creating this moment of experience? And then what are the possibilities? What are the possibilities? So as we look this way, we increase our understanding, yeah, of ourselves, but also of others. Yeah? And also of the world that we live in. That increases understanding. Yeah? And then supports us in the cultivation of wholesome ways of relating. Yeah? Of what brings lightness, what brings well-being. Yeah? I mentioned some of these already. Yeah? So the Buddha spoke about this really beautifully. He said, he kept encouraging us to let go of what brings affliction, what brings distress, what brings pain to ourselves, to others, and to both. This is a kind of a wording that he used a lot. Yeah, letting go of what brings affliction, what brings distress to oneself, to another, and to both oneself and another. Yeah, you can see what a great educator he was. Like breaking it down. It's really like, yeah, oneself, another, both. I can't separate that. It's both. Yeah? So we let go of that, and then we nourish, we develop, we cultivate what brings well-being, yeah, to oneself, to another, and to both. And one of our great tasks on the path is to remember that this is possible for us. Yeah, because this is what we forget. Yeah, again and again we forget, and that's fine. Yeah, because we can remember. Yeah, it's possible for us. We can let go of that which brings affliction, and we can nourish that which brings well-being. Yeah, can do that.